Guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got something a little bit different. We've got an experiment, as you can see by the title. What I have done is I've simulated till the end of the season. You can see by the title, the experiment is if Harry Kane went to Man City. Obviously, right now, my club Tottenham aren't doing so hot. There's talk on Kane, obviously he's still not signed a new deal, where his future will be. Obviously Haaland's a bit injury prone. I think it'd be a good idea to see what would happen, or what Foot Manager think would happen if that move did materialise. So I've simulated to the end of the season, and we're just going to go into it. So we'll start off. I'll just explain what I done. So all I did, move Kane to Man City. I did add a transfer budget to Tottenham, obviously to symbolise what the fee would be. The fee rumoured at the time was 150 million. So I did 150 million to the Tottenham transfer budget and moved Haaland back to Dortmund with the release clause that Man City paid back and active. So what I may do, I'll start with Haaland just to see what's happened, and he's still at Dortmund. I stupidly did not load the league, but he's still at Dortmund. He's got 19 goals in 24 appearances. That seems to tell me that maybe he had an injury. So yeah, major 5 weeks, 7 days, 2 days, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, it seems like he's had a couple of injuries, so he hasn't really been at his best, but he's done well enough. 2 goals in 4 games in the Europa League, and 2 in 6 in the Champions League, so he's done alright, but still at Dortmund as of right now. Liverpool, Chelsea and PSG are interested, and Barcelona, so let's just see. The fee set to be around 60 million, so the release clause. But let's go into the league, and Man City did not win the league. Tottenham only managed a 5th place finish, so it seems to have had an impact on both teams. Obviously Liverpool in real life aren't doing as well as this. But what's alarming to me, if you look at goals, there's no one really that impressive. So 19 is quite a low tally. But where's Kane? There he is. 13 league goals. Right, okay, let's see what's happened here then. So they finished 2nd in the league. Did they get any trophies? The schedule, FA Cup. So they won the FA Cup. Lost in the Champions League semis to Barcelona, and they won the Carabao Cup. So they got a double, but they didn't quite win the league. Let's have a look at the stats for the players then. So Harry Kane did finally get his trophy. He got 2 trophies, but let's have a look. So goals, Kane was the top scorer, 43.4 appearances, 20 goals, 8 assists. That's not great, is it? He has been playing up top, but he hasn't done as well as I would have expected him to. 43 appearances, 20 goals. So, yes, that's a goal every other game, or less than that actually, but I'd expect more for him to be a Man City. 28 games in the league, 13 goals, 5 assists. It's not quite setting the world alight as I expected it would, and obviously they've only managed to finish 2nd. Bit of a poor end of season run, which seems to have impacted them, but they did manage to beat Tottenham, his former club, in the cup final. So we'll see what happened there. Also beat him in the league there. Any other results? Lost to them initially in the league at home. So at home they lost to them in the league. But quite disappointing there for Man City, you'd have to say. Let's have a look at Tottenham. So they managed to get 5th place. Conte is still the manager. Let's have a look tactic-wise. So this seems to be, a big name there. This is the tactic they're going in, what you'd expect from Conte. Let's have a look at transfers then. So, right, this is the Nicola Cosa 2 million. Okay, so it's about 2 million. 354. Wow, okay. 49 million Gerard Moreno, who hasn't done that well. A lot of appearances, barely any goals, but he is 31. And then 136 in January on João Felix. How has he done for them since coming over? Not too hot. 14 appearances, 2 goals, 0 assists. Not great, is it? 6.92. Really not done that well since moving over. And also they're saying Benjamin Pavard for 35 million. So they definitely made the most of the Harry Kane money. They actually spent a lot more than it, but it doesn't look like they've really done much with it, or their transfers didn't work out how you'd expect them to. Son is their top scorer with 13 goals. Didn't go that well, so let's see if they've done anything else. So, FA Cup, they got to the quarterfinals. No, they got to the semi. They got to the final, obviously losing to Man City. Yep, that's right. The Carabao Cup, they lost to Watford in the third round, and then round of 16. So they didn't get really too far in anything. They only just managed to get fifth. So 4 points off fourth. So you'd have to say, bit of a fail for both sides. Bit of a disappointment for both sides. Man City didn't win the league as you'd expect them to. Tottenham didn't get top four, and their replacements really didn't live up to it. Kane got 2 trophies, obviously domestic cups. Was that a success? Let me know in the comments. I'm not too sure that would have been worth it, especially for 150 million. I'd have to say in real life I'd expect them to do a lot better, but Foot Manager doesn't seem to think so. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Thank you and goodbye. Hello guys and welcome back. Now, I did want to try and do another season because it seems like last season Haaland hasn't moved on. Man City just lost out on the league and Tottenham just missed out on top 4. So I kind of wanted to give it one more season. Obviously, João Felix had just signed for Tottenham as well. I wanted to give it one more year just to see how they get on. So I wanted to give it one more year. So that's exactly what I've done. So let's get into it. So Brighton, I believe they're in the Prem. Yes, they are. So let's go to the Prem this way. And there we are. Man City won the league. 28 wins, 88 goals, 43 goal difference. Kane's still not here, and Haaland is the... Not Haaland. Kai Havertz is the top scorer. Kai Havertz. What? No. I think this simulation must be broken, because Kai Havertz being the top scorer and Kane being nowhere to be seen just isn't realistic at all. Must be broken. But Tottenham in 10th. Conte's obviously gone, that's understandable. Tactics-wise, this is what they're lining up with. Let's have a look at goals. Felix with 21, so better than last season. He's improved a lot. 15 for Son, 13 for Moreno, and 12 for Kulusevski. Who have they brought in? So they brought in Satulo, who's I believe is centre-back. Yep. Brought in Todibo, another centre-back. Bamba, who's another centre-back. And Diaby, who is a DM. Made a couple of sales. Davis, Doherty, Bentancur, was quite surprising. Sanchez, Rodon's not surprising. Will Lancashire. So quite a few sales there as well. But that's really disappointing for them. Man City obviously buzzing with that, with first place. They've only signed Illich, and last season they signed quite a few. They signed Moreno, Pepe, Kyle Walker-Peters, and Kimmich for 112 million. So they've done quite a lot of business last year. But looking at this, they've done pretty well. Ooh, round of 16 for the Champions League. They'll be disappointed with that. Carabao Cup semi-final and FA Cup. Where's FA Cup? 5th round. So not doing so well. They won 1 cup, which is the Carabao Cup, but they still got a double. Carabao Cup in the league. I think they take that. That's take Kane trophy tally up to 4, which I think he would take. So seems to be doing well there on the trophy front. Any big results? I haven't seen any big results. Not really, no smashing, so not really been dominating teams. But let's have a look at the stats then. So Bernardo Silva's actually top with 21. Kane, 13 goals, 8 assists. This simulation's broken. It has to be. How you really telling me? 29 appearances, 6 goals and 5 assists. Is he playing striker? Yeah, he is. Form. Stats. He has to be playing striker. Like, how has he struggled? 59 appearances, 19 goals. That's actually a pathetic record for what I'd expect for him. But finally, let's just have a look then and see what's happened to... Haaland did go to PSG, okay. and he's got slightly better, 25 goals in 30, signed him for 60 million to his release clause, so he did end up going to Man City, to PSG after, so he did get another move. I have to say, I don't know, yeah, he won a Premier League, he's won 4 trophies, it'd have to be considered a success, but from like a goal scoring standpoint, I think the game has not as massively done him a disservice here, with how many goals he's scoring, but overall, I guess you could kind of say it's a success considering this season Arsenal are running away with the league, so it doesn't look like they're going to win it anyway. And obviously, next season, more likely they will. So, trophy-wise, probably an even tail. So, he's done well. I think it's probably been a good trade for him now that he's won a Prem as well. Just 2 domestic cups or being the all-time top scorer in the Prem, he'd probably take all-time top scorer, but if you throw in 4 trophies total, one of them being the league, I think it's more of a fair balance. So I think that's probably a good trade-off for all parties. Apart from Tottenham on this series, getting 10, which is shocking. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think it would have been a good move in real life? How do you think it would have turned out? Thanks, and goodbye.